Thank the chairman. The amendment that I have here fully defunds the Department of Energy's Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy. Now, the FY23 omnibus gave this office $3.5 billion. And while the underlying bill and rule cuts funding down to $2 billion, we believe we ought to defund it entirely. Now, that's particularly true coming on the heels of the $1.2 trillion, if you believe the media accounting and reports of the impact of the so-called Inflation Reduction Act, that we believe this is additional spending that the American people do not need. Let the market do what the market's going to do. And if people want to go out and get electronic vehicles, people want to go out and spend their money for something that's good for them, then great. But to have this office continue to be funded to continue to perpetuate this when the office mission is, quote, to equitably transition America to net zero greenhouse gas emissions economy-wide by no later than 2050, which is a fool's errand. And we're undermining our own national security and undermining our own economy in the process, making us beholden to China, undermining our ability to actually have a serious policy in the Middle East, by the way. Right now, we don't even have sanctions in place. We're allowing Iran to make billions of dollars, upwards of 30 to 60 billion, depending on what reports you look at, of dollars they're making on exporting oil to China. We've totally blown it with Saudi, which has created the environment that we're now dealing with in the Middle East, all while this administration, by the way, dumped the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, all of this while pursuing this foolish energy policy, which is undermining our own national security and economy. So now we are going to go ahead and say, sure, let's appropriate another, in this case, $2 billion for the Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy. We don't need to be doing this. Let the American people go sort this out. And we said, oh, we're going to go subsidize wind and solar. Oh, because it's supposedly, quote, enhanced reliability. Well, tell that to the people of Texas. Texas has more wind than any other state in the country. Yeah, so thumbs up, that's great. Well, say that to all the people who are wondering whether they're going to have power because the grid in Texas is getting dangerously close to not having the ability to sustain. And the only reason we're able to sustain it is because Texas is trying to push and hold up the coal and the gas-fired plants that actually provide reliable energy. And we're subsidizing the unreliable energy at the expense of the reliable energy. And instead of building nuclear power, instead of making sure gas-fired plant is sitting there ready to roll, there is no investment in any of the projects going on into Texas gas-fired plants, American Texas gas that we should, by the way, be exporting around the world, including to Europe. And instead, we're undermining our very grid, our own reliable energy, and we're undermining our ability to compete in the world. I would suggest that this would be money that would be better spent, especially when, I don't know, last time I checked, $2 trillion of deficits. Like, what are we spending our money on? Like, seriously, it's like, how are we actually going to balance our budget and eliminate deficits when we keep spending money on projects like this?
This is happening, friends. There are several new relief proposals on the negotiating table that will financially assist households across the country. Once enacted, many families will be able to receive either a one-time relief payment or automatic recurring check. These payments could range from $300 to $600 each month. My dear friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video for the latest breaking news in Congress. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you have to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Earlier this year, Democrats in the House introduced a proposal to enhance the federal child tax credit. This plan was based on successful temporary expansion of the credit in 2021. The temporary expansion cut child poverty roughly in half that year and was designed to help nearly every middle-class family with children. The proposal has the support of over 200 House Democrats and largely mirrors a proposal included in the president's annual budget request. Analysts estimate that if this plan were in effect next year, it would benefit nearly 60 million children. 3/4 of the benefit would go to families in the bottom 3 quintiles, consisting of households with less than $86,000 in income. This proposal stands in contrast to a proposal from House Republicans. The proposal's change with the greatest impact is making the credit fully available to all children in low and middle-income families. The current rule contains 2 limits of the refundable part of the child tax credit, making it unavailable to children in the poorest families. The refundable portion of the credit is the amount that parents can receive on top of their tax refund if they have no or low tax liability. The first limit in current rules bars families from receiving the full child tax credit as a refundable credit. The second limit on the refundable part of the credit is an earnings requirement. This refundable portion of the credit is limited to a fraction of the family's earnings above $2,500. While federal lawmakers are continuing to negotiate on this, state lawmakers are also deciding to take action. Wisconsin state lawmakers are considering legislation that will expand child tax credits for qualifying families, although the proposal has already drawn flack from critics who say it mostly benefits wealthy households. The tax credit was included in a larger bill passed this week by the Republican-controlled Wisconsin Senate. The bill includes a $2 billion income tax cut as part of a package that also targets child care costs. It was scheduled to head to the Wisconsin State Assembly, the lower chamber of the legislature, where Republicans also hold a majority. Under the Senate proposal, the maximum benefit a qualifying Wisconsin family will receive from the expanded state child tax credit is $4,000 for 2 or more children. An examiner analysis of the proposal found that to qualify for the full $4,000 credit, a family would have to have 2 children in child care, costing $20,000 a year, and a taxable annual income of $85,000. A family spending $10,000 a year for child care for 1 child must have an income of nearly $50,000. However, the median household income in Wisconsin was $73,330 a year as of 2022. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on this kind of proposal? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Legislation introduced in Massachusetts also aims to reduce the wealth gap by creating a statewide baby bonds program. It is a publicly funded, pooled trust fund for newborn children in low-income households without inherited wealth or opportunities to build it. Deb Goldberg, the state treasurer, said, "The child can access the funds once they turn 18 to help them go to college, start a business, or even purchase a home." Joe Diamond, executive director of the Massachusetts Association for Community Action, a coalition of more than 20 community action agencies in the Commonwealth, said, "Expanded tax credits, a higher minimum wage, and financial literacy courses in schools can all help address the structural challenges of poverty." According to analysts, studies show improving families' economic stability is also good for the economy. Lawmakers in the House of Representatives have also put forward a similar plan. The American Opportunity Accounts Act would provide every child a fair chance at economic mobility by creating a seed savings account of $1,000 at birth. The funds would sit in an interest-bearing account that would receive additional deposits each year depending on family income. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on this? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Well, my amazing and awesome friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dear friends, thank you so much for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. So please make sure, friends, that you enter the giveaway by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed weekend.